Thanks. Congratulations on the win. Like to know a little bit of the process as far as selecting Cleveland, and then definitely how you felt that he did well tonight.
I'll answer the second part of your question first, Jada. He did great. Exceeded our expectations. We knew there were going to be some nerves. He's had a previous win against LAFC with a different team. He succeeded tonight in keeping a clean sheet. I think he did a lot of really, really good things. So very pleased with his play. The decision-making process is always, Tommy Dutra is the best goalkeeper coach in MLS. I know I'm biased, Jada, but he is. And so I lean heavily on him and his expertise. So he was the one that guided me with that decision. And, Spencer's a great goalkeeper, very good. He's got MLS experience, and we'll just see how the season plays out. But tonight, Stephen Cleveland was very good.
Jeremiah O'Shan.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. What did you think of the way you turned things around a little bit in the second half? I don't know, maybe it seemed like you were much more effective in the second half, attacking and defensively.
I don't know. You guys can write the narrative for our team. Seems like we're not playing up to our potential in the first halves of game this season, and then we turn it around in the second half of games. Minnesota, the first game, this last game, we didn't play very well. You have to give credit to your opponents, Jeremiah. I mean, look, Bob had a full week's rest. He had a full week of preparation. I know you saw this, but he changed his tactics, which, for me is kind of surprising. Normally he's 4-3-3. So he matched us, and, how did that play out? It worked out for him in many parts of the first half. Then we made some adjustments in the second half, and we were able to find a few more extended possession spells, sequences. I thought Brad got on track, not just because of his goal, but we need Brad to kind of stretch the field because Jordan's not here. And I thought he was influential there. I thought Alex Roldan had a monster game. I thought he was tremendous on that goal sequence, the second goal. It was unbelievable. Well, not the second goal because it was a corner kick, but the whole sequence for the goal was very, very good. For Brad's goal was very good.
Stephen Egan, why don't you take the next one?
Hi, Coach. I'd also like to ask you about Cleveland. You guys played out of the back tonight and did well under the result. I was wondering if you could speak to your confidence in his footwork and how you think you'll be able to play out of the back going forward until Fry gets back.
That's an awesome beard. I love that. Thank you for wearing your mask. And he was great. Stephen Cleveland has a very good left foot. Preki, Jimmy, Gonzo, myself, Adam, they all have left footers, so we're kind of partial to left footers. And he was very good. So we will continue because it's our mantra. We want to try and play out of the back as often as we can. So he was very good. Now his decision making, and that's where you get a feel for the game, to kick the ball long to Will, because Will is a good outlet for us if we're under a little bit of pressure. I thought he made the right choices, and that's what I was most proud of. There were a couple of moments where he said, okay, look, this isn't working, and let's just lump the ball into Will. And then Will had a couple of moments where he did well to shield the ball and flick the ball on, and we were able to get some possession higher up the field. So all credit to Stephen Cleveland for making good decisions.
Alonso.
Thank you, Matt. How are you, Coach? Congratulations for the game. I would like to ask you two questions. The first one, seems like LAFC was stretching the field, trying to neutralize your wing backs for counter attacks, but they were attacking vertically, creating 1v1 against Nohu or Raga most of the time. And you were talking about adjustments, and what was the adjustment that you made in the halftime? And the second question is, Coach, Montero scored 2 goals already, and you seem that you're rotating a lot of defense. Why not have the chance to rotate up front?
Well, the vertical play by LAFC going against New, who is a dead end. I mean, teams should stop doing that because that's not going to happen. Adjustments and halftime and lineup choices and all of that. I mean, look, my job is to do what I feel is necessary to help the team win games. And so when I rotate at the back, okay, fine, fair enough. It's the rotation. It's what I want to accomplish. Different tactics for different games, and it'll be the same with the forwards. When I feel the need for Freddie or someone else to come in to come up and up front, we'll make those decisions.
Nico Moreno.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, congratulations on the win. It looked like you and Bob were having this conversation after the game. I wanted to know if you could share any of that conversation.
Of course not. I mean, Bob is a great coach. There were no bad words. It was fine. He asked me a question. I answered the question. Bob and I are fine.
All right, then I'll just ask another one, just since that one was brief. Javier Raga gets his first goal. He's always been a hard worker. What does it feel to you that, a guy like that gets a goal, of all that effort that he kind of puts in?
Well, that's a reward, Nico. I agree with you there. I mean, that's a reward. Javi's come here to this club, and he's assimilated to the city of Seattle, how we play, why we play, stuff like that. So it was a good reward. I mean, he's maybe not known for his aerial prowess, but that was a well timed header and a great goal. So credit to Javi for being at the right place at the right moment. Very pleased for him for his first goal for the Seattle Sounders.
Masvida.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. I just wondering if you could talk a little bit about your team with the focus of that. Other teams are changing lineups, right? Tactical stuff. You've had injuries. You're putting in different formations in there, as every coach should do. And yet it looks like the team is being patient with the game plan, sticking to it, and getting results. We just talk about the psyche of this team and their commitment to winning.
Okay, let me think the best way to answer this, Maz. Thank you for the question. The team has a winning mentality. What we should or shouldn't do, is always subjective. What I would say, adjustments that we make at halftime seem to be working. The players buy into that. I think, the other day against San Jose, we played 3-4-3. And tonight we go back to a kind of more traditional, what we started the season off in 3-4-1-2. I think they all buy in. I think what I would say, Maz, to answer your question is, our team is good enough to, change different little pieces within our structure, and we seem to be getting results. And that's what I'm most proud of. The coaches did a really good job in preseason getting the team ready to play in a totally new formation system, and you guys are seeing the fruits of their labor. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the coaching staff. It's been a great run, and we're going to try and continue that run.
Felipe Makeda.
Coach, congratulations. Today was the last game of this busy week. How will you summarize the achievements of the team, of the organization of this week?
Well, has it been our first 9-point week?
I doubt it. I have to fact check that.
Okay, somebody's going to check that, Felipe. They should already know already, but I'm just sitting here in front of a microphone. I believe it is a good result. I believe that the players have worked hard all week. The entire organization deserves credit. The atmosphere today, I love fans in the building. There are so many positives, Felipe, for this team, for this start, for the effort that these players are putting in, for playing some of the young players. Danny, look, we haven't talked about, nobody asked me a question about Danny Leyva. I mean, Danny Leyva came in and did a tremendous job tonight. And so I'm very proud of, the entire group, the entire organization. It's not easy. MLS, I keep telling you guys, is not easy. LAFC is a great team. And yet, here we are with a 9-point week, Felipe, and against quality opponents. Those opponents that we played against are not easy opponents.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we got time for a few more. I'll go next to Michelle Mendoza.
Great win, Coach. I asked this of Brad, the infusion of these young players, but as the coach, what is some of your strategy in balancing out that experience and the extraordinary job that some of these younger players are bringing to the game?
Well, I think it's very important that everybody understands that when the young players come into the first team training environment, there is pressure and they're still kids. And so we have to kind of, get them through some of the bumps in the road. It's not always easy. They're not going to have good days every day. And so we just try and build their confidence. And then the flip side of that is that group in there, the players, Nico, Christian, Steph, Yaimar, Shane, everybody, we all pitch in. They pitch in. These senior players of this team are willing to spend time with some of the younger players, and that helps. Freddie Montero is a great example. Freddie has played in, many of the biggest clubs around the world, and he comes in and he helps Juan Alvarez and some of the young kids and telling people what it's like to be a Seattle Sounder. So I'm most proud of that. That's what makes me feel really good.
Mickey Turner.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Matt. Coach, congratulations on the win. This may be a bit of a softball, or maybe not. You've given up no goals through the run of play, 2 goals only conceded, and you mentioned the opponents that you faced. Would you say that you have an elite defense?
Well, what I would say is we have an effective defense, Mickey. I think, in my post-game commentary, Will and I kind of have this little back and forth about, some of the dirty work that Will does. He's not just a, 10 goal a year goal scorer in MLS, but he also does some of the dirty work that a lot of people don't notice or don't appreciate. And Raul does his part. And we've had other players that have been in attacking roles that actually, start the process of how we defend and, the visual cues of cutting the field in half and making it predictable for the people in behind the 2 forwards. Those are all important, subtle things that a lot of people might not see. But the defending has been a complete team effort. That's what I would say. It's not down to one guy. I mean, everybody says, okay, Yaimer's having a monster game. Yes, Yaimer has a monster game. Everybody talks about Nuhu. Yes, Nuhu's playing great. But Shane's playing great. Brad's playing great. Alex Roldan was tremendous tonight again. I mean, I don't know how many balls he intercepted. The people in front of that back 5. JP's been great. Josh Atencio's been great. Kellen's been great. Christian does his fair share of defending. I mean, defense wins championships. And so if we can continue to get everybody to commit to that, and then you have the quality of the players like Ladero or Roldan or, Raul and Nico and Freddie, then we're going to win games.
All right, Nico Moreno, why don't you close us out?
Thanks, Matt. Coach, I did kind of want to ask about Danny Leyva, so I just want to know what were your thoughts bringing him in, and how did he execute what you wanted him to do? And going back to Mickey's question, especially at Lumen Field, I mean, you guys are outscoring opponents and have yet to give up a goal. You've always taken pride in being strong at home. How important is that for this start of the season?
Well, again, I'll repeat myself. Defense wins championships. You obviously need goal scorers. We've had plenty of good goal scorers in this club over the years. Dempsey, Montero, Oba, all that. I get it. But when you have commitment from your attacking players, that's even better. Okay, and then Danny Leyva, again, exceeded my expectations. This was not an easy game to play. LFC likes to press. Danny's playing in a very dangerous part of the field. He loses possession in that part of the field. They're coming in a counterattack. It's not easy to play in there. So he did his job. He connected passes. And for me, it's just another positive step in his development.